Hey, my design friend, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Felicia Mesadieu, and I am a multidisciplinary designer living in Houston, Texas. And here on my channel, I love to share design, life, and the journey. And on this episode of Design and Life, I'll be catching you up on my experience attending AfroTech. So let's get into it. Hello. Hi, happy Tuesday. I don't know why I did the peace signs, but anyways, it's Tuesday and I am about to head out to AfroTech. I'm so excited. This is the very first time that I'm attending AfroTech. It's been on my vision board for, I think, a little over a year now, maybe 2 years, a little over a year and a half. And I finally was given the opportunity to go, so I'm excited about it. Honestly, it was a total blessing. And I'm just excited to soak up everything because I've heard nothing but great things about AfroTech. So I am expecting a really great, fruitful experience, great connections. I'm going solo dolo, but I'm sure I'm gonna meet people and I'm gonna go to some reception events after. I'm going all week. Today's Tuesday. Yesterday was the registration day for general admission and for students, but they had sessions that were curated for students. Today it's for general admission. I'm actually a little behind schedule, but I wanted to eat and I wanted to come on and talk about it on camera. And then also I needed to do like a little outfit check. So this is the outfit. This is, I'll put it in the description box or like right here. It's like Sienna or something like that. I got it from Nordstrom's. I brought a whole little wardrobe for AfroTech. I felt like it was needed. I didn't have any work appropriate attire or like business casual attire. This is like sexy business casual attire. But hold on, I am a designer, and so you can push the envelope as a designer, and so that's what I'm doing. Anyways, but this is just my style. If I were to go into the office, this is what I would wear. At my previous company, we would do all the things like this. So yeah, this is it. I think the color looks great. I really wanted to wear green earrings, but this is what we're working with, vintage earrings. I wear these often. And I will be, let me show you the heels. I'm still deciding. I'm still deciding on the heels. I don't know if I want to wear these or if I want to wear higher heels. I know it's a decision to make. It's definitely a decision to make. I've been wearing these out, so I don't want to wear these on my carpet. So let's figure this out. We'll figure it out. When I arrived to the George Brown Conference Center, the line to register was extremely long, but it moved pretty quickly, thank goodness. And it was so great to see so many Black professionals and students in one space.
School, where he develops AI-powered tools to enhance sales workflows. A published researcher and dynamic speaker, he brings deep expertise in AI, machine learning, and data analytics, with a passion for making advanced technology accessible to creators and innovators. Please welcome Dr. Emmanuel Ekwedike to the stage.
How are you enjoying day 2 of AfroTech Conference? Raise your hand if you're ready to turn your imagination into reality with Gen AI. I love this crowd. 5 years ago, you remember what happened 5 years ago? The world was on lockdown. Everything was either getting cancelled or delayed. It felt like the world was coming to an end. During the pandemic, I was a doctor.
The requirements, you review them, break it all down, plan it, and then when you plan it, that's when you prioritize it for a sprint. Like once you have an idea of what the work is.
For my first day, I managed to go to 2 sessions and I listened in on my team process meeting. I also quickly walked the company exposition floor. Not too bad for my first day. I realized the best way to navigate AfroTech is to arrive early to the sessions that you really want to attend. Otherwise, you may be standing in a very long line and miss out on the session. Hello, day 2 of AfroTech. I'm late. Well, all my sessions that I want to take are in the afternoon, but I want to get there before Snapchat presents, so I'm gonna head out now. But this is the outfit. I get to see Figma today, all the things. But yeah, I'm heading out. Are you able to see the full look? Maybe not.
You'll never feel the way I feel. You don't know if my love is real. Baby, listen to me, here's the deal. When you're not here, I'm not the same. I'm reading a new chapter, babe. Been stuck here in a bed for days.
Took experimental hardware and can now create, distribute, and even monetize AR experiences using Lens Studio, Camera Kit, and Spectacles. Please welcome our speakers to the product and innovation stage.
How's everyone doing? Great? Well, first and foremost, thank you all for taking the time to join us. Last year, we by our booth and they experienced the spec sports, these AR glasses. This year, we decided to take things a little bit further, meaning we wanted to just come here and not just show off our tech, but also explain the journey of how we've been able to build these AR glasses. And also get their feedback on how to build the next devices for the future. So, there's so many things.
Yeah, so during my time at AfroTech, I tried to visit the company expo floor as many times as I could, but to be honest, it wasn't many. It was just a really overwhelming with all the companies and all the people that were there. But I managed to connect with a few startups and a recruiter at Pinterest and some folks at Snapchat.
Most prototypes to life. In particular, we're going to talk, as you will get a chance to see very shortly, over in this AfroTech presentation. So, here we are. So, without further ado, who's ready to learn a little bit more about Figma? Perfect. On your own. Now, the reason that this is extremely important is that means everyone in this room, regardless if you have VC funding, regardless if you have your employer backing you. So what is product design? Personally, I think there's a million definitions. I'm just gonna say product design designs a solution to a problem. It just seems easy, just seems simple, I'll stick with that. Product design is making a product that will solve someone's problem, product design problem. So because that is the nature of how we like to view product design, I'm going to say that you could basically say any way you solve a problem comes down to 5 steps.
Around this time, I got a little tired. It was pretty cold in the convention center. So I did make my way outside where it was a little warmer to get some video of myself. Gotta get the outfit. I'm wearing the Nina Leonard mock neck long sleeve midi dress in the color mustard. I got this from Nordstrom Rack, and my shoes are Gianni Beanie. They're the Hardaway cheetah print satin ruffle dress slide sandals. I thought this outfit was so cute. Probably my second favorite. Third favorite. The pink dress, the first day was definitely my first. When I tell you I took my wardrobe very seriously for AfroTech, I was not coming. I stood on business.
Hi there. Okay, so I'm outside. I'm officially finished with day 2 of AfroTech. I mean, there's still events going on, but I am ready to go home because I have homework, I have class, and I have work. So there's all those things. Yeah. But I had a good time. I went to a Figma session. I went to a neurodivergent topic session and a session with the LinkedIn CEO. So, and I actually made a connect today. So, and Snapchat, innovation product with Snapchat. So, I've done some things today, and I'm excited about it, and now I'm ready to wrap it up. And go home. Today was a productive day, even though it started late. AfroTech day 2.
This was one of my favorite outfits for the conference. I'm wearing the Nina Leonard long sleeve jacquard sheath dress. I also purchased this at Nordstrom Rack, and I didn't think I would end up loving it as much as I did, but it is an A+ for me. My heels are pretty seasoned. I purchased these heels in 2022. They added the perfect pop of color. Later that evening, I attended the Design and Dine with Figma at AfroTech event. Not gonna lie, it was a little overwhelming to try and connect with so many new people. But I managed to introduce myself to at least 5 people that evening for that particular event. And my goal for AfroTech was to connect with at least one person each day. So, met that goal.
Bring it right back to me, baby. No, we've been here before. Give me the real this time, no cap, no lies. It's our own door. Bring it right back to me, baby. I know I want more. Give me the good this time, no cap, no lies. It's our own door. I know we've been through it so much.
Hello, we're on day 4. If you count Monday, which I didn't go, but we're on day 4 of AfroTech. This is the outfit. We'll get a full body later. I'm headed there. I'm just gonna hit up maybe like a few booths. I am all sessioned out and I'm tired. And yeah, so AfroTech was great this year. Yesterday I went to the Figma event and I hit up the exposition, company exposition on the first floor. Next year I'm gonna plan it much more differently. I just needed to see what AfroTech was about this year. Next year I'm gonna figure it out to where I know my schedule and all the things. So I'm ready to head out though. I'm heading out and we'll take one good look at the outfit, and that will be that for today. And for this day, I wore my Susan Monaco green cutout dress. It's the cutout sheath dress. Also got this from Nordstrom Rack. And you know, Nordstrom Rack did not disappoint. So I'll have all the links down in the description box if you're interested in checking out any of these dresses. The last day of AfroTech was bittersweet. I was sad that I would be letting such a great experience go, but I was also exhausted from all of the sessions and just having to be there in the mornings, walking around, all the new discoveries, and then also having to make the additional effort to be social and connect. So I was definitely excited to wrap it up, but longing for next year to come quicker than what it's going to. Overall, I rate my performance of my first AfroTech experience a B-. There was so much more I could have done. There were a couple of days that I slept in and I missed sessions that I really wanted to go to. I also didn't get to go to all of the evening events. I didn't register in enough time. And I also wanted to be more confident approaching recruiters and company representatives. So I just felt like I was lacking in that area. But what I will say is AfroTech is coming back to Houston in 2026, and I will be preparing at least 3 months in advance for the event. Next time, I will be ready. But, not too shabby for my first time. I'm so glad I went. And can we talk about how I went solo dolo again? Okay? To have the confidence to go to AfroTech solo dolo takes a lot. So the final event for AfroTech was the Afrobeats party. I was totally bamboozled into coming, thinking that the event was gonna play Afrobeats music the entire time. Did that happen? Absolutely not. I didn't hear one Afrobeat song, not nan one, okay? But I went by myself. That was interesting. And I just danced for a little bit, but I ended up meeting some of my girlies and I dipped out a little early, so it wasn't like too much of an annoyance. AfroTech 2025, you will definitely be remembered.